Talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make me. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
Okay. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to Cardi's Perspective. And yeah, let's talk about sex. Because it seems to me that everybody else is fascinated with this shit. And it's fucked around because it done been on this earth for millenniums. And people act like that we are now just rediscovering this shit or discovering it anyway. But let's talk about it because I go into social media websites and timelines just be bombarded with sex, whether it's in a meme, whether it's somebody saying something, or whether it's just some pornographic material that should be flagged because sex isn't supposed to be everywhere as available as it is. Meaning, if you think that sex makes the world go round, which it does, but if you think that's the only basis of life, then you might as well be a common fly. Because that's all they do. Flies stay here for 7 days. They just here to reproduce and they die. 7 days, they get it in and lay it back as life continues. That's what you want to be if your life is consumed around sex. Now, everybody's let's break down every theatrical parts of it. Because to me, it seemed that, as a kid growing up in the 90s, and me just watching different medias during that time and just going on with what's in my environment, sex wasn't talked about a lot, meaning to the point where it's obsessive talk. Because I remember once upon a time growing up in the 90s as a child, people wasn't talking about I eat pussy, I suck dick. Actually, it was a whole different thing. Motherfuckers like, man, you out here eat pussy, you out here sucking dick, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, but now you fast forward, and that's the topic of all topics. Yo, I can eat the box, what that mouth do, all this and all that dumb shit. That shit is fucking crazy because it just leaves you so void of life. Meaning you would never find out the real reason of life if you think that just because you can go ahead and suck some dick or lick some pussy, and nowadays it upgraded to eating ass. Everybody's on this eating booties wave. And that's cool to each their own, but I'm gonna be the first to tell you, no, 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 I'm not eating nobody's ass. For one thing, a lot of things aren't inserted in asses per se. That ain't the reason why the Holy One made an ass. It's to dispose of waste. You know what you do with waste? You want to get rid of it. That's why when you go to the bathroom, it's called waste because it goes straight to the toilet, straight down the fucking drain. Nobody wants that shit. Nobody. And you're around here licking it. Now, whether you licking dirty ass or clean ass, to me, ass is still ass, regardless if it's clean or dirty, because that's what an ass is supposed to be. It's the bottom. It's supposed to get rid of shit. That's what it is. So you go ahead, you licky licky and tricky and all this other shit. Go ahead, be my guest. It's not my thing at all. I'm not licking nobody's ass. For the most part, I really don't like eating pussy. It really don't do nothing for me. It makes the girl feel good, and I understand all that good shit. But to me, no, it's too many fluids. It's too, first of all, I'm a particular type of person. You know, it's certain foods I won't eat. I'm not just gonna sit around and eat a human's body part and then have them spewing all types of septic fluids down my damn throat. No, fuck that. Life is too short just to be putting anything down your throat. And half you motherfuckers nasty as hell in this new age anyway. Y'all motherfuckers just out here fucking wherever, doing different shapes, sizes, it's all mixed up. It's all mixed up. And it's all around sex. Now, what I want to know is because men, we are losing the battle if you haven't noticed. Lesbians came through, the butchers came through, the dykes, whatever the fuck you want to call them. They come through, they take all the women. And it's just a part of the system because when you locking up so many good men or men that's just messing up in their lives that haven't reached their potential, if they haven't done any murders or any insane mayhem acts, then you're robbing them of their particular growth to get where they need to be to become these productive men in society, because we are not all perfect. We all go through our stages of fucked up, no matter if you're rich or you're poor. That's just what the fuck it is. So you're robbing all these, and then it leaves abundance. Now, it's already abundance of women types that as much as men. So with that said, you got half the population, majority of half the population that's been incarcerated, and then you got these women that don't want to, they lost their whole balance in life. So they got to go and they have to basically survive and prepare themselves for the things of this world. So they might have to change their different agendas. They might have to start messing with females or messing with weaker dudes or however else they got to do it. Now, like I said, lesbians, dykes, motherfucking butches, studs, whatever the fuck you want to call them, it took all the women. So now, not only do men, we had to compete with each other over millenniums of ages to impress the females. Now we got to compete with them. And on top of that, you got the transgenders now that's just popping up out the woodworks. I mean, we already know they've been here, but it's like, hey, Kayla came out, waved a flag, everybody came out the bushes like, here I am. Now, we got to know their agenda. What are their agendas? Are they trying to steal more women, or are they trying to get men? Because where do the men fit at? If we're not actively trying to capture our conquest in a woman and hold it down to make a family and become productive members of society, then what are majority of us to do? Because some of us men, and I'm not just going to state different breeds of men, but men in general, men have become gay. Men have become on some other shit with this whole transgender shit. So now it's like, the demasculinity of men is on an all-time high. Let's up that shit to plus 100. You know what I'm saying? So that's how high that the rating is for that. It's not a lot of heterosexual men. You got a lot of dudes that's on the down low. It's all crazy. I don't knock nobody's hustle, but I'm saying for us heterosexual men that's trying to keep this world populated with good people, what are we to do? And not only that, but if you are this particular person that's trying to uphold the standards of not only yourself, of other people's ideas, or just nature in general, why get confused with, I can lick this body part better than you? Because nobody gives a fuck about if you can suck dick better or eat pussy better or eat ass better. Because a lot of people done told you a lie. And I'm going to tell you the truth, because they say, yo, if you eat her ass, she ain't going to leave you. You eat her pussy, she ain't going to leave you. You do this, she ain't going to leave you. You do that, he ain't going to leave you. Do all this and that. And it's like, what the fuck do we stop? Because you got to the point where niggas is now getting their ass licked. It's like, damn, how much temptation or how much pleasure are you seeking? Like, what type of demons do you have in your body? But that's to each their own. However, like I said, it's all part of a process. And men, we're just losing. I don't know what we can do to gain back our presence in this earth. It ain't about men was dominant or being a dominance. Yes, that was a historical trait that majority of us have. But in this new day and age, it's not about that. It's about working because we are more civilized now. It's about working within the system. So all I got to say is, listen, don't get too caught up with trying to eat ass and do all this extra shit. Be you, be humble. You're going to meet your mate. Somebody's going to love you for who you are. You don't have to change your integrity to fit in or do some other shit because you're afraid of being alone. And you don't have to be out here busting down everybody. Why you think motherfuckers got swords and all in their mouth and doing all this other crazy shit? That's it, man. Please, 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 please. Let's act like human beings. Let's not overrate this thing called sex. Let's actually keep it at a 2 because nobody gives a fuck about your own personal endeavors. And let's just be decent folks, man. Fuck it. Let's bring the sanity back to America.